Got his man, Dell. That's the 30 before he's hit and dropped from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Miles. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Miles. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Dell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Brown will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Blues are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Akers will take it in. Touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now you look at this defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And take it right on the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So get it.
And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Those warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up. And it's the first quarter. It might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Jackson now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Looking to throw. Miles. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, Peck. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When you look at this defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You turned it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Hey, let's go.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Ready?
They'll run on first down with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Miles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hayes, and he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Peck. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a first and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time, Akers hit, he coughs it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He may go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Miles. And that is incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter. And to me, you can put a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. And that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Miles. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Roberts here.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Ready, set.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Miles.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Okay, gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Blues.
Off the option, here's Akers. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Miles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over the sideline?
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, report. Report. Go ahead. Here go, coach.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Yeah.
On third down, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
18 Radley.
Back to throw. Miles flushed out right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Miles.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Miles. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Miles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 18.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
The Ravens take over at 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Blues 31, Ravens 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14.
Blues 38, Ravens 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry up. Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Peck. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Jackson.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. To throw on 3rd down, Miles.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Got it. Ready?
A gain of 18 on the play. And the London first down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, London.
Operating from the gun, Miles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. Start.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Miles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't changed that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Miles. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a game where they were off and running in the